We're here with Eric Johnson, head coach of BC women's basketball. The team went 1-1 on the road trip. How important was the win over UNC, and what can you take away from the loss at Louisville?
So, look, all wins in the ACC, all wins are important. Certainly ACC wins, certainly ACC road wins. The ability to go into someone else's home. Look, the ACC is the best atmosphere in collegiate basketball. I mean, we just played at Louisville in front of 9,000. North Carolina is clearly a storied program with great support. And so you go into those atmospheres and to be able to keep your composure. The story of the North Carolina game was we out-rebounded them in a big way, and that was huge. Getting offensive rebounds, controlling the defensive boards, and we got to the foul line. The fact that we also broke a program record for three-point shots was nice too. And to be able to do that in a hostile environment, it says a lot about our players. Our shooters were able to stay focused. We had a lot of good passes from the inside to the outside to get those shots. And that was great. In Louisville, a very good team, well coached. They made it tough on us, and we didn't react very well to some of their strategies in terms of really making it difficult for us to get what we wanted. In the North Carolina game, we were able to get what we wanted. In the Louisville game, it was tougher, and like as you alluded to, I think we did learn some lessons from that. I certainly hope that we're able to put some of that into action this week.
In the last two games, three of the freshmen have played some very key roles. What kind of progress have you seen from Taylor, Georgia, and Emma?
Oh, freshmen, right? Look. Part of where we are with the consistency issue is that we are counting heavily on three freshmen and a sophomore. Those are four of our top five scorers, right? And God, these are all going to be great players, man. And at times they show flashes of brilliance, but the consistency isn't there yet. And so they're learning these lessons on the biggest stage in collegiate women's basketball. They're learning it on national TV games, in front of 9,000 fans, on the road, against All-Americans, right? And so, look, I love it. That's why I'm here. Get to play against the best, get to coach against the best. That's why they came to BC. So you see it. You see their focus. You see it watching film with them. They're like, okay, yeah, that kid got me here. Okay, she did this to me. So it's look, as a teacher, it's a great learning process. It's so fun to see them just soaking all that stuff in. I think we're all just impatient. We want it now. I want them to have a high assist turnover ratio and high shooting percentage and make fewer defensive mistakes now. And the reality is it's still a work in progress.
NC State is up next. Can you talk a little about the Wolfpack?
Yeah, man, they're one of the best stories in women's basketball this year. NC State has beaten Notre Dame and Duke at home, and then they went on the road and beat Louisville. They went on the road and beat Florida State. I mean, we're talking about four top 15 teams that they've beaten. Well, they also lost to North Carolina, who we just beat, right? So, look, everybody's beatable. But Coach Moore has done a great job with them. They've got a bunch of seniors. They got snubbed by the NCAA tournament committee last year, and they're playing with an attitude. And other than this game, I've been rooting for them because they do. I think they embody a lot of really, really good things about what basketball is. I think Coach Moore is a classy coach. So I've been impressed in their development. But look, they're not a perfect team. I think we've got more inside game. We've got a little bit more size. We've got to be able to mitigate some of their little guards, being able to get inside our defense and get easier shots for some of their other players. It's going to be a great game. They're a great team. But look, they've got to come to Boston, and there's going to be a basketball game played. And I think we got a great shot to be successful.
And this game is the Play for K game. Can you explain a little about the significance of that event?
Sure. So Kay Yow is, and we are playing NC State. Kay Yow is a legendary NC State coach. A lot of men's basketball fans know about Jimmy Valvano. Well, Kay Yow was the legendary NC State coach who lost her life in her battle to breast cancer. And so the whole women's basketball community has adopted Play for K. And in fact, it's a foundation founded by some of her biggest supporters to be able to raise money and awareness to go beat all women's cancers. So it's cancer is something that has touched all of our lives. There's not one person that you could find in a room who hasn't been touched by at least one of their loved ones. And so look, we're going to be wearing pink. We're going to be honoring survivors. We're going to be doing everything we can along with the rest of the women's basketball community to try to be able to beat this disease, support those that are battling it. And again, it's a great atmosphere to remember that you're part of something bigger than just a basketball game. And look, we're at Boston College, Men and Women for Others. This is a place that embraces that kind of attitude. And so, look, it's it's a great atmosphere in what was already going to be a great basketball game, and just that so much more added to it.